back, rumors of my demise were greatly exaggerated. I would like to thank everybody for their concern, especially Airborne Jesus. Thank you very much for your concerns for my being away. Today I wanted to look at doing a blueprint of a round building wall that we could place anywhere without foundations, and also a round building wall that we could place anywhere and sink into the ground. I'm Dragon Grandpa. Let's dance.
PlayStation.
Okay, first of all, we'll start by putting a blueprint of our octagon building down. If you don't have a blueprint, you can get one from somebody, or I do have a video that shows how to make a blueprint of the octagon building. It will work with the small octagon building, and it'll also work with the larger round buildings. Any round building this will work with. What we'll do is we'll get rid of the walls, the ceilings, and the middle wall. We'll get rid of that too, leaving just the outer walls and the foundations. Then we'll go over and find our handy dandy catwalk. And I always like to use a smaller one for this. And I'll put one on the inside of every wall here. And then, I'm sorry, you have to see me fumbling again to find the floor decor to put down a mat. A small mat there, and we'll put that down in the doorway of each wall. Okay, once we have that, then we'll make a blueprint of the catwalks, the walls, and the mats. Make sure we get all of the walls, all the mats, all the catwalks. Now, I thought I was the one to come up with this because I hadn't seen anyone else do it, but after I saw it and decided to make a video on it, I was watching one of Mr. Church videos, and he didn't show it, but he was fumbling through the build menu on his blueprints, and I happened to catch a glimpse of the exact same blueprint in his menu, so he may have come up with it first. All right, you little booger. There you go. Now we've got all of our blueprints, well, all of our catwalks, all of our walls, and all of our mats selected. We'll go ahead and create a blueprint for for it, and we'll just name it place anywhere. We'll put a P for place, A for anywhere, R for round, and W for walls. How about that? And we'll just make that blueprint. Then let's see. Go to our blueprints and find the blueprint we just made. I got plenty of blueprints here. And there's our place anywhere blueprint. See how it looks with the catwalks, the walls, and the rug. And just to show you that we can place it down on the ground. Okay, the next thing we want to do is build a blueprint of a sinking round place anywhere wall. And we're going to start with what we start with is our blueprint of the round structure, the larger round structure. We just place our blueprint down. If you don't have a blueprint of this, I do have a tutorial on how to make a blueprint of a round structure. So we start with this. First thing we do is go around and we will delete all of the walls off, leaving the foundations. Okay, now that we've got all of the full doorway walls off of the foundations and we're left with nothing but the round foundation, we're just going to replace those walls with a half wall. I like to use the barn walls. They're easy just because I've worked with them all the time and they're easy to work with. Just go ahead and replace all of the barn walls, all of the barn doorway full walls with these half walls all the way around. Making our round building with only half walls. Then we're going to hop on the outside and we're going to go to our vines. Under our wall decorations, we go down to vines. And we get the half vines and we put on all of our walls going around. Since we got that, we jump back in and we'll go to our roofs and we find the roofs first of all. And we go down and find the glass roofs. And we make a flat one. And I use this because it has a grid type effect on it. And I just put those all the way across the middle. From one side to the other. And I go and I find the middle one. And I got the middle one in my sights here. So then I go to the floor decor and find a floor object. And it doesn't matter which floor object we use. I like to use the egg, or an egg. You can use whatever smaller floor item you wish. And I put that egg in the middle square on that glass roof. In the middle square of the middle glass roof. Okay, so you look and see what you have here. Okay, and then make a blueprint, selecting the egg. And then it's easier if you go outside first and select all of the vines from the outside. Then we'll hop back in and select all of the walls from the inside because it's easier this way. You can do it the other way. You can do the walls first and then do the vines, but it's a lot harder to select what you need to select that way. It's easier this way. Okay, make sure we've got all of the walls selected, the egg selected, and all of the vines selected. We just want the walls, the vines, and the egg. The foundations and the roofs we do not need. Okay, so we're going to create the blueprint. And we're just going to name it, let's see, P for place. Well, so we just named it P because I hit the wrong button. And we're just going to get rid of all this. Now to get rid of the roof, what we can do is select the roof, and replace it with a slant roof, and then we can delete that roof, and delete that roof, and then we can continue. And the reason we're using the half walls, we could do the same thing with the full-size walls and the full-size vines, but the reason that we use the half walls and the half vines is that sometimes there will be something under the ground, a rock or some water or something, and if you try to go down too far with the large walls, the game will tell you there's something intersecting, or you're intersecting with something. But sometimes it does happen also with the half walls. Sometimes then you just have to find another place. But most of the time with the half walls, you're good to go. All right, once we got everything deleted here, we want to put down our sinkable walls. What we need is something to set the egg on top of. So what I'm just going to use find a floor, And just, put the floor down. And then we'll select our blueprint. Find the blueprint we just made. I got plenty of blueprints, you can see that. Okay, there's a blueprint we just made. And bring it till we get the it turns blue, and set the egg on top of the foundation, and then place the blueprint. There you have your walls sunk into the ground, your rounded walls sunk into the ground. That's how you do that. Until next time, y'all be good and be safe.
PlayStation